Contestants, take your positions.
Good luck.
Look, it's you.
Round one is a general knowledge round. Earlier you tossed a coin to see who should go first, and Ogi, you lost, so you'll answer the first question. Your clock will start to count down now. What organisms are made up of algae and fungi living together symbiotically? Correct. Ken, what Civil War general is noted for having declared, if nominated, I will not accept, if elected,
Sherman.
I will... Correct. Ogi, in Chaucer's The Canterbury Tales, the wife of Bath claims to have had how many husbands?
10.
5. In humans, osteoblasts are cells that help the body to form what?
Bones.
Correct. Ken, October 24th, 1929 is better known by what name in American history?
Black Monday.
Black Thursday. The Thinker was the work of what?
Rodin.
Correct. Ogi, human hair is mostly made out of what protein?
Keratin.
Correct. Ken, the two dots sometimes placed over vowels in the German alphabet?
Umlaut.
Correct. Ogi, Jake Barnes is the protagonist of what Hemingway
Sun
novel?
also rises.
Correct. Ken, what hormone produced by the pineal gland is sold as an over-the-counter sleep aid?
Ketamine.
Melatonin. What state did Rebecca Felton represent for 24 hours in 1922, becoming the first female U.S. senator in history?
Switch.
Georgia.
Correct. Ken, what vestigial human organ shares its name with the term for supplemental
Appendix.
information? Correct. Ogi, what was the name of the B-29 bomber that dropped the atomic bomb
Enola
on
Gay.
Hiroshima? Correct. Ken, Menlo Park is the site of New Jersey State Park, memorialized
Thomas
what
Edison.
inventor? Correct. Ogi, often found in a research paper's footnotes, what abbreviation of a Latin word means in the same place?
Pass.
Ibid. Charles Darwin based his natural selection theory on data he collected while visiting what
Galapagos.
island group? Correct. Ken, Confederate Civil War General Thomas Jackson was better known by
Stonewall.
what? Correct. Ogi, what Russian novel begins with the famous opening line, happy families are all alike?
Anna Karenina.
Correct. Ken, in the Old Testament, a dove returns to Noah with a branch from what tree?
Olive.
Correct. Ogi, Louisiana is named after a ruler of what European country?
France.
Correct. Ken, who was the first person to sign the original Declaration of Independence?
John Hancock.
Correct. Ogi, found in the human brain, the olfactory bulb is critical to the function
Smell.
in what sense? Correct. Ken, what African country's capital is named after U.S. President James Monroe?
Liberia.
Correct. Ogi, what notoriously romantic character has been depicted in works by Mozart, Lord Byron, and George Bernard
Juan.
Shaw? Correct. Ken, in a scientific litmus test, what color does the paper
Blue.
turn? The final answer was red. Ken, you're out of time. Ogi, you keep 14 100ths of a second to take you to the final round. Round two is the numbers and logic round. Ken has 2 switches. Ogi has 3 switches left to use. Ken, you'll be going first in this round. Your clock will begin to count down now. What is 81 minus 36 plus 19?
42.
64. What is 50% of 750?
375.
Correct. Ogi, what do you get when you subtract 75 from the number of days in a leap year?
Pass.
291. Before 2002, what was the most recent calendar year to be palindromic?
1991.
Correct. Ken, if 4y equals 204, what does 3y equal?
153.
Correct. Ogi, a person holding a $5 bill, 9 quarters, 6 dimes, and 3 nickels has what sum of money?
Pass.
$8. What is 5/8 of 80?
50.
Correct. Ken, multiply the square root of 144 by the square root of 169.
156.
Correct. Ogi, if a square has an area of 81 square
9.
inches? Correct. Ken, if Ted owns 500 shares of a stock valued at $7.22 a share and the stock splits, what is the dollar value of his shares?
Switch.
Switch back.
Pass.
3,610. Ken, what is 30 times 0.6?
18.
Correct. Ogi, what is 231 divided by 7?
33.
Correct. Ken, how is 551 expressed in Roman numerals?
DLI.
Correct. Ogi, what is 4 7s of 84?
48.
Correct. Ken, if a runner burns 75 calories every 15 minutes, how many calories would he burn in 1 hour?
300.
Correct. Ogi, if Josh arrives 45 minutes late for a 7:30 movie, what
8:15.
time? Correct. Ken, a poem consisting of 9 quatrains has how many?
36.
Correct. Ogi, what is 3/5 of 300?
180.
Correct. Ken, if all colas are soda pops and the uncola is a soda pop, could the uncola possibly be a cola?
Yes.
Correct. Ogi, what is 8 times 0.75?
6.
Correct. Ken, 0.0625 inches. The final answer is 1/16. Ken, you're out of time. Ogi, you keep 2.96 seconds to take through to the final round. Round 3 is the contemporary knowledge round. Ken has 1 switch. Ogi has 2 switches left to use. Ogi, you'll go first in this round. Your clock will begin to count down now. The title of a 2005 book by New York Times columnist Maureen Dowd asks, are men what?
Pass.
Necessary. Who immediately preceded Kelly Ripa as Regis Philbin's regular co-host on his morning television show?
Kathy Lee.
Correct. Ken, what popular beverage is based on a Thai energy drink called
Red Bull.
Krating Dang? Correct. Ogi, the Hollywood Foreign Press Association, oversees what annual awards?
Golden Globes.
Correct. Ken, what popular punk rock trio consists of Mike Dirnt, Trey Cool, and Billy Joe Armstrong?
Green Day.
Correct. Ogi, Greece's president from 1995 to 2005, shared his last name with what American news broadcaster?
Papandreou.
George Stephanopoulos. In 1992, Russell Simmons launched what urban-inspired fashion line?
Pass.
Fat Farm. What NFL quarterback has a cameo at the end of the 1998 movie There's Something About Mary?
Switch.
Brett Favre.
Correct. Ogi, what star of the Showtime series Fat Actress claims to have lost 75 pounds using the Jenny Craig program?
Pass.
Kirstie Alley. What town on the banks of Lake Como lends its name to a Las Vegas casino famous for elaborate water shows?
Pass.
Bellagio. Pop star Beyonce rose to fame with what 90s girl group?
Destiny's Child.
Correct. Ogi, you're out of time. Ken wins round 3. Ken, you keep 48.64 seconds to take through to the final round. Round 4 is the words and letters round. You both have one switch left to use. Ken, you'll go first in this round. Your clock will begin to count down now. Add vowels to this puzzle to get a French phrase.
Laissez-faire.
Correct. Ogi, spell sanguine.
Sanguine.
Correct. Ken, what letter appears only once in the word horseshoe?
R.
Correct. Ogi, what classic actor's name is an anagram of Thump a Hogberry?
Pass.
Humphrey Bogart. What one word does CP stand for in the medical procedure CPR?
Cardiopulmonary.
Correct. Ken, what 7-letter word links Napoleon to carbohydrate?
Complex.
Correct. Ogi, what letter comes between delta and zeta in the Greek alphabet?
Epsilon.
Correct. Ken, how many total vowels are there in illegitimate?
6.
Correct. Ogi, spell the Japanese condiment wasabi.
Wasabi.
Correct. Ken, add letters to this puzzle to get the name of what 1967 social movement in San Francisco's Haight-Ashbury? Correct. Ogi, what American poet's name is an anagram of curb, rad, slang?
Pass.
Carl Sandburg. What is the postal abbreviation for Vermont?
PT.
Correct. Ken, spell dromedary.
DROMEDARY.
Correct. Ogi, what 6-letter word links thought to state?
Pass.
Police. Separate the DNA pioneers in this jumble.
Watson and Crick.
Correct. Ken, how many total vowels are in the word triceratops?
4.
Correct. Ogi, what 2 letters would you switch in abode to get the name of a building
D&B.
material? Correct. Ken, what is the term for a single syllable that starts with one vowel sound and ends with another, as in oil?
Switch.
Switchback.
Pass.
Diphthong. Ken, separate the 2 ice cream flavors in this jumble.
Vanilla and coffee.
Correct. Ogi, in the abbreviation IOU, the U commonly stands for a word beginning with what letter?
Y.
Correct. Ken, add vowels to this puzzle to get what
Avuncular.
word? Correct. Ogi, what award-winning actress and singer is hidden in this phrase?
Pass.
Cher. Ogi, you're out of time. Ken, you keep 9.67 seconds to take through to the final round. Contestants, this is the final round. Ken, you kept 58.31 seconds from earlier rounds, which means you'll have a total of 1 minute, 58.31 seconds on your clock. Ogi, you kept 3.1 seconds. You'll have a total of 1 minute, 3.1 seconds on your clock. Both contestants receive an additional switch. You had used all your switches. That means you now have 1 switch each to use. Ogi, you'll go first in this round. Your clock will begin to count down now. The Ponte Vecchio, a medieval bridge in Florence, spans what river?
Pass.
Arno. What is the name of the wind instrument associated with Australia's Aboriginal people?
Pass.
Didgeridoo. What C is a gradual increase in the volume or intensity of a musical
Crescendo.
passage? Correct. Ken, according to legend, kissing what rock will endow
Glory
one?
Stone.
Correct. Ogi, what heavyweight boxing champion was nicknamed the Louisville Lip?
Joe Louis.
Muhammad Ali. Ogi, what is 6.4 plus 17.9?
24.3.
Correct. Ken, what Welsh poet's name is an anagram
Dylan
of
Thomas.
Correct. Ogi, who wrote The Bridges of Madison County?
Waller.
Correct. Ken, what number is expressed in Roman numerals as XLVII?
47.
Correct. Ogi, who was the Greek god of shepherds and flocks?
Pan.
Correct. Ken, what 5-letter word links candy to pie?
Switch.
Switchback.
Pass.
Apple. Ken, what Spanish explorer landed on and named the coast of Florida in 1513?
Ponce de Leon.
Correct. Ogi, if Kate has an equal number of nickels and pennies and a total of 30 cents,
Pass.
how many pennies does Kate have?
Pass.
5. Ogi, salicylic acid, an active ingredient in aspirin,
Aspirin.
is found in the bark of what tree? Willow. Ogi, who painted nude descending on a staircase? Number
Marcel
2.
Duchamp.
Correct. Ken, add letters to this puzzle to get the name
Pat
of what
Sajak.
television? Correct. Ogi, an isosceles triangle with a perimeter of 40 inches and a base of 10 inches has two sides that are
15.
each correct. Ken, what is 57 plus 77 minus 24?
Well, 110.
Correct. Ogi, what website has roots in the cartographic services division of the R.R. Donnelly & Sons Company?
Pass.
MapQuest.com. Ogi, you're out of time. Ken Jennings is the 2007 Grand Slam champion.